I also want to mention that you need to put the parking brake on and put some blocks underneath all the tires before you get started on this. So, figured I'd make a little bit of a video here about changing out the shift shaft seal on a TH350 GM Chevy. Um, Done this several times. I no longer had the tool. I went and bought this one here at Napa for $6.99. They didn't have it. They had to grab it from another store, but I waited overnight and went and picked it up this morning. The first thing that I didn't even need to check a video or anything on YouTube or instructions on how to do this. I've already done it before. But the one thing that people tend to try to do is to pull that out with the seal, the old seal there, and try and mess with it and pull it out with a screwdriver and a pick set or whatever the case is. You know, it's really worth it to go buy the $7 tool and hang on to it and do it whenever it needs it. I would not mess around and waste your time trying to pull that thing out with a couple of flathead screwdrivers and a pick set. Although you can do it. I guess that's part of the love of making YouTube videos, is the MacGyver way to do everything, and people tend to pride themselves in being able to do that, but people also pride themselves in being able to do the job right the first time, get it done quickly and efficiently as possible with the right tools. So we'll go over here underneath. Mine's a 1980 Chevy Blazer. So we'll climb underneath here and I'll show you what I'm actually going to looking at here. That little guy right there. And, I already took off the linkage, the bracket nut. Really all you have to do is just pull the little pin. I got it in the house. I'm going to clean it up, but there's a pin that goes in that guy right there. You see the hole. Sorry it's a little blurry. I got an old camera phone here, or old iPhone 4S. You'll see it right up there next to that bolt. Pull that sucker out, pull it back and out of the way. It's just spring loaded. You can move it out of the way without adjusting it. I know some guys like to mess with that thing, but you really don't have to. You can just pull it out and pull it out of that U bracket that goes on there, the U joint bracket that goes on there, and pull it right out. Kind of push it out of the way like I did. So now my next thing is, I can't do this while holding the phone, so the camera. I'm going to grab the tool in there you saw, and I'm going to pull that old one out, and I'll be taking pictures along the way. So anyway, to grab the camera, and I'll show you. I got it out using the tool. Let me focus in here. There's the tool, and you see that seal is starting to come out there. Let me go ahead and show you. There it is. And I'll show you how I'm going to put back in the other one. Sorry it's blurry there, a little close. So let me go up and look. There it is, all nice and clean, ready for the new one. see where I leaked around it. Transmission was leaking. I put a new gasket in, thinking that's what it was at first. I was hoping it wasn't the seal, only because I didn't have a whole lot of time. You know, as you know, I'm a knife maker, but I'm also a mechanic. I work on my own vehicles, and this is my BLAZER. That's my toy, so to speak. Sold off everything else, motorcycles, classic car. Figured I'd get this and give it a shot, and I have never owned a four-wheel drive BLAZER. I've owned other four-wheel drive trucks, so I enjoy working on this one. So that's the new one that will go in. It'll go in with the side facing out, and this is the piece that's going to put it back in. Just stick it in there and over the shaft, and tap that end to where it's flush, and then put everything back together. So I'll take some pictures of me putting this in, I guess, since I can't do video. So there it is, all put back together. This is the next morning too. I come back to check this morning to see if there's any leakage, and I see none. So this gives you a better idea of how that linkage, what I was talking about earlier in the video, how that linkage goes in there, and that U-bracket and how it basically assembles. So that's it. That's all in. Rate, like, share, whatever it is that you need to do. And I'll have more videos as I replace and work on this BLAZER some more. So check back and subscribe as well. Check out my knives too. Thanks.